I ain't tripping, I don't wanna lose count. Talking my, it was just us. Up drive, having my ride, pat me that. On the west side, on the 110, swinging. Let's grill, let's spill, spin a few crumbs. Pop smoke, young, no too much. Spaceships, fake boat, Kanye, young, don't stay too long. Big truck, big wheel, big rock, them probably hate my guts. Tryna gain my trust, but it's all love lust. Say that I'm a cool cat, yeah, tell them I'm a top dog. Rollin' with them, let the outside, but you doing donuts, yeah. Got the money in the headlight, big dog every time we hit the red lights. Just shine, ain't nothing but a good day. Don't didn't teach him how to pump fake. Big shot, say that I'm a cool cat, yeah, tell them I'm a top dog. Rollin' with them, let the outside, but you doing donuts, yeah. Got the money in the headlight, big dog every time we hit the red lights. Just shine, ain't nothing but a good day. Don't teach him how to pump fake. Big shot.
Everybody's ill at the moment. Everybody's very stuck ill at the moment. Everybody's ill at the moment. My crew is down.
Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Ali LaForce courtside. It'll be the Rockets off the tip. Pass to Şengün. Here's Adams. Outside Payton. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And we've got a timeout from Jamahl Mosley. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
Here's Suggs. Here's Sigma. Now here's Suggs. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Pass to Banchero. Shot clock at 6. It's rebounded by Şengün. To the middle. Here's Adams. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
Suggs outside. To the paint. Here's Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
And there's a pick. Out to the right wing. Back to Şengün. Takes the 3. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. 3-pointer off the mark. Outside Whitmore. Now Şengün. Lots of room. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Pass to Wagner. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. 4-3. It's hauled in by Houston. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Jamahl Mosley. We talked about how Alperen Şengün can act as a facilitator. Coach said he sees the floor like nobody else. He's got a great mind for the game, and if you let him find his guy out of the high post, he will punish you. No doubt about it, they're aware. He is the engine of this offense.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Şengün. Again, the miss by Şengün.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Caldwell Pope's got 5.
That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
And it's Şengün penetrating. He's off on the layup.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Wagner for 3. Pure from 3-point range.
The corner is the shortest 3 on the floor, and for Franz Wagner, it's an easy one.
And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. He's got 5. This one for 3. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. And Şengün gets it to go.
That's his second make in 7 attempts. Not a pretty start.
Suggs with it. Still no points. To the left side wing. Here's Banchero. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Şengün in the post. Pass to Adams. No good. Magic leading by 8. And here's Suggs. "12 seconds left in the first quarter here. And the foul on Cam Whitmore. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution on the court. Houston foul.
Orlando shooting their first free throws of the game.
Second team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for the Magic, Jalen Suggs. Taking
Suggs hits them both.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Here's Şengün. Pass to Whitmore. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist.
3.
Good if it goes. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's Orlando closing out this quarter with a 7.
The Rockets, 9.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. And for Orlando, what jumps out to you guys, stat-wise?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
And Wagner gets it to go. All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
Now here's Thompson. Smith no good. Now here's Suggs. Pass to Wagner. Just 4 to shoot. Suggs no good.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
First team foul.
Green for 3.
They had some success in the first quarter, but since then, they've gone cold.
Orlando leading by 9. And Richard, the former second overall pick in 2021. We all see the potential for Jalen Green.
When you see the physical ability combined with his shooting range, he's got a chance to be one of the top scorers in this league.
He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Now here's Smith. He's scoreless. Pass to Green. 6 to shoot. Over Anthony. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
I love seeing Green capitalize from that mid-range. These shots help get him into a groove.
Here's Sigma. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Smith no good.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Here's Sigma. Smith with the rebound. Rockets trail by 11. That's tipped. Back to Van Vliet. From the arc. Orlando with the rebound.
Man, that's his shot. But maybe he was too wide open.
Easton with a steal. From downtown. Sigma with a rebound. Magic leading by 11. Down low. Stolen by Thompson. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Van Vliet's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Sigma. Buries the 7-footer. And the Magic lead by 10.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that. You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Here's Sigma. Misses the baby hook.
How did he brick that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
Outside Eason. Pass to Van Vliet. To the inside. Finding some room inside. Green.
Nice poise inside from Green, showing how comfortable he is amongst the trees.
And Suggs has got the ball here for the Magic. They've led by as many as 11. And Smith over to help. Back to Suggs. Anthony up top. Inside. Sigma. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Now Van Vliet. Double team on Van Vliet. And here's Green from the arc. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Green's got 7 points in the game.
Continuing to improve that three-point shot. Green hits this one.
Here's Sigma. Oh, can't convert the two-handed jam. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Magic out in front, up by 5. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Magic leading by 5. You know, it's hard to understate the value Van Vliet brings to this team, Richard.
When you look back at Toronto's championship in 2019, he made some huge plays. When the moment got big, he came through and came out on top.
Here's Wagner. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Wagner's got his second basket of the game.
A bigger guy who makes intelligent passes. Nice feed from Wagner.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
This Magic team is making moves in the East. Star forward Paolo Banchero said, "We're a lot more competitive. We know we're talented. We can play with anybody, and we've proven it. Just one game at a time." Brian?
Got to take that simple approach. A team on the rise, Allie. Thank you. And the layup falls. And now it's a 9-point Magic lead.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Wagner with a steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. Here's Banchero. Banchero getting busy on the break.
In transition, Banchero already knows to turn on the Jets. I mean, he doesn't allow the defense to catch up on him at all.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And the Rockets making a change here. Rockets trail by 11. Here's Şengün. Count that one. Şengün's got 6 points.
Oh, sometimes you got to flex on him. That's what Şengün just did.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Here's Banchero. Can't cash it in from close range.
Look, when you've made your first 3 shots of the half, I think it's okay for a heat check.
Eason with the ball. Yet to see a basket. Green, a screen. Outside Eason. 5 to shoot. Pass to Payton. Over Wagner. It's rebounded by Banchero.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
And here's Wagner. He's got 5. Here's Caldwell Pope. Misses the layup. Rockets trail by 9. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Outside for Green. Back to Şengün. Fires for 3. Knocks down the triple. He's got 9.
Showing his confidence. Şengün taking the shot the moment he has the ball.
To the inside. And it's Wagner missing. And here are the Rockets. Here's Şengün. 9 points in the game. Brooks outside. Back to Şengün. Over Banchero. Şengün, no good.
Great contest by the defense, and he's unable to hit that tough fadeaway.
Kicks it out to Wagner. Wagner on the wing to get back on track. Rockets with a rebound. Outside Eason. Outside Payton. It's Şengün, high post. Again the miss by Şengün.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Here's Black. 55 seconds left in the third. Pass to Caldwell Pope. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Caldwell Pope got his third bucket of the night.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Outside, Green. Now here's Şengün. He's got 9. Right side, Green. Houston with another miss.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
16 seconds left in the third quarter. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. The kick out to Banchero. Releases. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
Substitution on the court.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Yeah, we can see over here. The coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
For the 407, make some noise, Magic fans.
Green for 3. That one doesn't drop. And so it's Orlando up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And it's mostly due to their...
The Rockets, 26.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Rockets trail by 8. Thompson with a screen. Fires from deep. Orlando with a rebound. They've led by as many as 11.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Pass to Black. From behind the arc. Thompson pulls it in. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Now here's Van Vliet. Out to Thompson. Smith right side. And here is Green. Picked by Smith. Green. Back to Smith. Clock at 4. And Kentavious Caldwell-Pope picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
With so little time on the clock, that's just a bad foul, plain and simple.
And here's Thompson for 3. Knocks down the long J.
And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Here's Black. Clock at 6. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
And plays like that someone can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Thompson, no good. Magic leading by 4. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle. And Coach challenged the team, asking them to bring the fight inside, telling them to play with pride, telling the team, you're getting bullied near the hoop. Let's see if it works, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
That was just great work to battle through contact and will in the shot.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Magic.
I like how they've been attacking the lane. It's been beautiful. All game long, they've been successful penetrating and getting offensive production.
One other thing they've done very well has been scoring inside, just pounding and grinding down there.
Green for 3. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Suggs surveys the D. Here's Banchero. Eason with some nice D. Rockets trail by 4. Pass to Van Vliet. Three-pointer. And stolen by Suggs. Wagner outside. Banchero outside. Ooh, Banchero with the touch from deep.
You know, I know some would like to see Banchero increase his shooting range, especially since he doesn't have a solid shot from behind the arc.
Van Vliet outside. Smith outside. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. Smith's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Suggs outside. Banchero outside. The Magic need to put one up here. Sigma, no good. Rockets trail by 4. Thompson with it. Now guarded by Suggs. Thompson outside. Outside Eason. The 3 is up. And Houston another 3.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Eason comes with a double. And they go to the intentional foul. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth. Wagner outside. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Suggs.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
So the first one drops. And that'll put him up 2. So he gets them both. And it's a 3-point game. 41 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Eason. Green with the ball to tie it up. It's rebounded by Banchero. Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
Oh, they get a hand on it. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Looking to even the score with a huge 3.
That's their only option. They have to get a good look from deep here.
Here's Wagner on the take. Money.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
And the Rockets call time here. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
And they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, no time to waste. They basically have to execute things perfectly from here on out.
And so Orlando takes the win. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
And BA, they showed their character.
Better stay in line.